and welcome to Whiskey Angels. I'm Max, and today I've got an incredibly exciting podcast to give you today. Normally, I thought my first outing to going around a whiskey distillery might be in Scotland for the podcast, but we've not been to a single Scottish whiskey distillery yet.
Okay.
And here we are in a Taiwan whiskey distillery instead. And I'm delighted to be here. Thank you so much to David Chen, who is hosting us here at Kavalan Whiskey Distillery.
Yes.
Yes.
It's exciting for you guys to be here.
Well, I mean, coming in today, it felt quite Scottish because the rain was coming down.
Yes.
Yes, and it's just it's fascinating to see how whiskey has gone over different boundaries
For sure.
Around the world, and of course, here in Taiwan, you've now been how long has Kavalan been going for?
It's been almost 20 years now.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So tell us. The story of Kavalan, why Kavalan is here?
So it really started with a dream. The Lee family, they always wanted to make whiskey in Taiwan because whiskey, even though Taiwan is a very small island, but we are among the top markets for Scotch whiskey in terms of value. So the Lee family, Mr. Lee Jr. and Mr. Lee Sr., father and son, they always dreamed of making 100% Taiwanese single malt. However, the dream was stopped by this monopoly system controlled by the government, not allowing private distilleries to be functioning.
Okay.
But that changed in 2002 when Taiwan joined WTO, lifting the ban.
The World Trade Organization suddenly gave it
Yes.
the opportunity.
Yes. So Mr. Lee Jr. led a team of researchers to Scotland and Japan and other countries to learn how to make whiskeys.
Yeah.
And Mr. Lee came back with a vision, and then that was Kavalan Distillery. So it was built in 2005, and our first whiskey product was released in 2008, the Kavalan Classic.
2008, yeah, wow.
Yes.
And there was a barrel downstairs that when I was coming in was the first barrel that we got to see as well. And it's an impressive sight. And the thing about, I suppose, the thing that got impressed upon me when we first came in was how Kavalan is part of this really big group of companies.
Yes, King Card Group.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
Yeah.
So it's got access to quite a lot of different logistics that must support the whiskey as well in terms of the way it's able to be distributed and things like that as well.
For sure.
So what makes Kavalan, because every brand likes to have its story.
Yes.
So what is, if you like, the Kavalan unique points, I suppose, the water and things like that?
Yeah, I mean, Kavalan is special. It's special to me. It's special to a lot of people.
Tell me, when did you first taste it? What was your first tasting of it?
For me personally, when I had my first Kavalan, it was when I was 21. Just legal enough to drink in the US. I was living in the US by then. I just graduated from school. My sister gifted me a bottle of Kavalan to the US from Taiwan. She wanted to congratulate me from graduating because she never expected me to finish school.
Okay.
She was so happy.
Oh, there you go. That's the confidence that family can give you, isn't it?
Right. So I was far away from home.
Yeah.
I had my first taste of Kavalan whiskey. My first whiskey ever, actually. I was so surprised because I didn't know that whiskey could be so smooth, so fruity, so good tasting. So that actually became some sort of a connection.
Yeah.
For me, my connection with home, my connection with Taiwan, and it became a symbol of what Taiwanese whiskey tastes like. Because Taiwan is known for fruits like pineapples, mangoes, bananas, and that's what you would taste in our whiskey expressions. Yes.
And in terms of I suppose the core of it is the water source as well.
The water source, yeah. So back to your question, Max, what makes it so special is we are here at the distillery located in Yilan. Yuanshan, where we are at, is known as the hometown of water. So this place has the purest water in Taiwan. And the water is rich in terms of minerals, and that's going to provide the rich aromas and flavors of our whiskey. Yes.
There you go. And so it's that it is a very important element. Does the water just run off the mountain, or does it get filtered through the stone, or how is it?
Yeah. So we are actually surrounded by Snow Mountain Range. So what happens is the water gets filtered through the mountains. We actually produce water, bottled waters. You had the chance to taste it earlier.
I tasted the water as well, which was
so it's
lovely.
Kavalan water in bottles, and it's rich in terms of minerals. It's smooth tasting, very creamy, very silky. That also contributes to not just the flavors, but also the texture of our spirits. Yes.
Okay, so so we've talked a bit about the water.
Yes.
When you were setting up, you had to bring the stills in
Yes.
from the UK, is that right?
From the UK, from Scotland,
Okay.
yes. So that's where our stills come from. It began with 2 pairs, and now we have 10 pairs. Yes, that's the reason why we're among the top 10 in terms of production volume.
Yeah.
We make a lot
so
of
how
whiskeys.
much do you make then in a year?
We make 10 million bottles every year.
Quite
Yes.
incredible. Quite incredible.
Yeah.
And not enough people in Taiwan to be able to drink all that
No,
whiskey.
that's why we had to expand outside of Taiwan.
Yeah. And so how much would you say your exports, the percentage of exports as opposed to domestic?
I want to say the majority of our sales are actually from the exports. Taiwan is actually just a very small percentage. But you know, we're still very proud to be able to sell our whiskey here locally in Taiwan. But there's just so many choices here too. You know,
Yeah.
it's not just the Taiwanese whiskeys. There's also whiskey from Japan, whiskey from Scotland, Ireland, etc.
Yeah.
So Taiwanese connoisseurs, they're picky, you know, and they don't just go for one brand. They're not really just loyal to any regions. They purchase everything. But what I can tell you is everybody loves single malt whiskey here compared to blended.
Okay,
Yes.
so because when you look at the shelves, I mean, Kavalan's got an entire shelf to itself, obviously. When you look at the shelves in one of the supermarkets or whatever, there's a lot of Kavalan there. And then you've got it, you'll tend to have 3 or 4 Scottish whiskies, but then you've got all the different other sorts of drinks and alcohols that it's kind of competing against just within that marketplace as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, because it's always that great thing is you want to win over the local market to help you grow globally as well.
For sure, yes. Yeah.
But the whiskey itself has been very successful as well.
Yes.
In terms of picking up awards and all of that sort of thing, which is like ticking the box and winning awards. But a lot of awards.
A lot. So far, we have collected more than 900 gold medals.
Which is 900 gold medals, and you've only had like whiskey since 2008.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what happened was, in the very beginning, there is a Burns Night in Scotland.
Yes. Yep.
And then there was a bottle of Kavalan.
I take it you've tried haggis.
Yes.
Had haggis. Excellent.
yes, it's great. Yeah. So there was a blind tasting
Okay.
going on during Burns Night, and somehow a bottle of Kavalan was competing.
Okay.
We didn't send the bottle.
It just
someone
was
else
there.
did. It was just there.
Okay.
And then it came out first place.
Wow.
Yeah. So we were really excited, and we decided to join different competitions, not to win awards, but also to act as our quality control. So every year we still participate in big competitions, international competitions. So like IWSC, IWC, TWSC, SFWSC, like everything you can think of. We try to join the competitions to make sure that our quality is always top notch.
Yeah.
And that's actually where the name Kavalan comes from, because Kavalan is the historic name of Yilan, where we are.
Okay.
But the logo is laid out vertically because we want to emphasize the 3 A's in the middle. So 3A, triple A in a lot of cultures and in Taiwan means top quality.
So that's very cunning. I see now. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the logo now, and I can see the triple A's. Okay, that's very clever. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then going back a little bit to the process.
Sure.
I'm flying around, but you know it's supposed to be chaotic.
Yes.
The process again is it kind of draws on the Scottish background for the stills, but the actual process as well.
Yeah.
And then the maturation process. Tell us a bit about the maturation and.
Okay, so the maturation is interesting because no one believed that in a subtropical area like Taiwan could mature whiskey. But we made it work with the climate. So during the summers, we have really, really hot summers and we have really, really cold winters. In terms of summer, we actually have a very good extraction, giving us really dark colors in those spirits. And in terms of winter, because it's really cold, that provides the whiskey really good oxidation for the aromatic flavors. So every year we go through this rapid change of climate.
Yeah.
That's why we actually speed up our maturation process. Legally, to call something a whiskey here in Taiwan, it takes only 2 years.
Okay.
Compared to our other counterparts where it might be 3 years. So it just tells you a little bit about how fast the maturation is here.
And you wouldn't want it in a barrel for, well, you can have it in a barrel for as long as you want, but for it to be at a good point, you wouldn't want to necessarily have it longer in the barrel either.
Right. You really had to check the samples every day, which we have a team to do that. So every day, as you can see, we have a team running in our maturation warehouse, taking samples, making sure everything.
And I suppose nobody really knows at this point how long a whiskey barrel will be able to sit.
Okay, yeah.
You know, because you lose so much of the Angel's share, there's going to be a maximum amount of time that you can actually have whiskey in a barrel in Taiwan. Yeah. Just because of the speed of the kind of.
So it actually is a challenge for us because a lot of people, when they think of whiskey, they want to have like an old aged whiskey, right? Yeah. Because that used to be the symbol of good whiskey. Yeah. It has to be aged for a long time. But maybe not anymore, especially in Taiwan or other tropical areas. Yeah, yeah. It's really there's a certain sweet spot that you have to hit. It doesn't have to be very long. So that's sort of a challenge because we also want to have some sort of an age statement somewhere along the line. But we want to make sure that it's not over old. Yes. We want to make sure that it's like the top quality, again, AAA. Yeah. So it's exciting because we just released our first ever age statement for 15 years.
15 years, yeah.
So yeah, we have something that's a non-age statement and we have something that's old enough for 15 years. Yeah. To provide the choice.
And that's exciting because I mean a lot of whiskey is you start to experiment around the edges of whiskey, whereas here you're kind of actually still learning about what you can and can't do and what works and what doesn't work within the environment. So no, that's fascinating. It's really interesting. Okay, and then it sits in a barrel and it gets put into the different ranges. So tell us a little bit about your core range. What have you got? We can maybe start tasting as well. So I don't take because we do a bit of tasting on the podcast. Okay. But a lot of the time you're just listening to people going So we'll taste through a few different whiskies and then talk about the range as we're going.
Right now we have 5 beautiful expressions in front of us, but our core range really is our first ever, the Kavalan Classic. Yep. So here's a story. Our founder, Mr. Lee, he's a huge fan of classical music. So our first expression is named as Kavalan Classic. So not only the classical taste of Kavalan whiskey, but also it represents like classical music, where everything comes together in an orchestra band. And our second ever expression was named as Concert Master. So like a lead concert master in a band. Yeah, that was a port cast finish. And later we have other expressions named after musical elements, like the King Card Conductor, paying tribute to the mother company. And also the podium has 2 meanings. Podium is where the conductor stands, but it's also where we stand when we receive these international awards.
Well, you've got no end there, haven't you?
No, we're not
got
stopping
so many
now.
different elements you can choose from. Something that's rich can be from the bass section or whatever.
But Max, I'll tell you what, the one that puts Kavalan on the map is the Vinho Barrick.
Okay, so we try a little bit of that. So tell us about that then.
So Vinho Barrick is wine barrel in Portuguese. Our first batch, we matured the whiskey in the wine barrel that we purchased from Portugal, hence the name. However, it got really famous after winning the WWA Whiskey of the Year award in 2015. So the demand was really, really high. And we started seeking out different wine casks from other parts of the world. But that also presented a problem. And we actually solved the problem by applying STR. What was the problem? Because of different wine casks, they might turn out differently after maturation. And the STR process was developed by Kavalan first ever. The shaving, toasting, recharring, to sort of put on a uniform for our whiskey. So that's why.
So it gets it to a consistency.
Yes. So it gets to a consistency, and the recharring, we saw it earlier, also provides the caramel chocolate taste to our whiskey. Okay. So that's what you'll find. Yeah.
Now all the whiskies are quite dark. Is that right as well?
Yes.
Because of the maturing process.
Yes. For the colors, it's all natural in terms of Kavalan whiskey. Yes. And
That's delicious, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's so chocolatey, isn't it?
Exactly. Immediately when you nose it, it's like chocolate, caramel, toffee.
I mean,
then
some
when you taste
some
it-
nosing and there's some tasting notes you can give and say, oh, it's got a hint of what and a hint of this and that.
Yes.
But I mean, that's definitely chocolatey,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yes. And when you taste it, it's really fruity as well. So besides the chocolate, besides the honey, besides the caramel, it's also got the sweet melon, kind of like cantaloupe, a little
of
bit
water.
like, yes, a touch of water will open up beautifully. Yeah. So it's almost like a dessert where you have the fruits, you have the chocolate, you have a little bit of
Lovely, isn't it?
everything.
It's nice
Yes.
and rich as well.
Yes. So when we
Okay.
do a cheers in Taiwan, we say ganbei.
Ganbei, oh well.
Ganbei.
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 Ganbei. Very nice. I'm going to stop drinking that because that could just like, there's quite a lot to go through.
Yes,
so let's
it's
see.
a cask strength, so
It's cast strength.
We'll
That
pace
is really
ourselves.
nice. Okay.
Yes.
So that's quite a special one as well.
yes,
Yeah, but anybody can get hold of that. Is that right?
yes.
Yeah.
it's
So
available in the market.
okay, that's cool.
But next we'll try something that's not available
Yeah,
in the
let's
market
try something
yet.
unique.
Okay.
That's cruelty to listeners, but something that's unique. Then.
Something that's unique. We have 3 very special expressions that's only available here in this room. We're sitting in the warehouse tasting room. How about we start with the Cojita port casks?
Okay.
So before the whiskey maturation, the port wine was sitting in the cask for more than 40 years.
Yeah.
So really, when you nose it, it's very citrusy. Again, very fruity but floral. When you taste it, it's going to have, you can taste the port as well. Yes. So again,
Okay.
ganbei.
Ganbei. Okay.
Give it a try. Also honey. What else is there?
It's got a roundness and a warmth to it, hasn't it?
Yes.
It's kind of more velvety and richer as well, I think.
Yeah, more smooth, more creamy. It's very easy drinking in the beginning, leading to a very mouth-feeling mid-palate.
Yeah.
And it ends in a very complex and long finish. Yes, this one I really enjoy.
Yeah, that's kind of an end of an evening, really nice
Yes.
end of an evening drink, that one.
I would like to think of this as like a dessert wine after a meal. Yeah,
Very nice.
yes.
Try a wee touch of water.
Touch of water. In Taiwan, sometimes it's really hot, like today,
Yeah.
during the summer. What people do here is they put some ice in their whiskey, and it's actually really, really good. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you don't really see that very often. But here, it's like you let it sit and it's going to melt. It's basically just like adding cold water when it's melted, and it's going to open up the flavors beautifully.
That's really nice. It's got kind of raisiny as well, but it's just got a real richness. Both of those
Yeah.
had a real lovely richness going on.
It's got a lot of layers. Yeah, so many different things happening at the same time,
And
but they all come
you're getting
together.
so has this been through that recharging process as well?
Not this one.
Not this one.
Just the Vino Barrick.
Just the Wiener
Yeah.
Berg. Yeah. But you can get, there is something there, isn't there? A slight
Yeah.
smokiness.
Yes.
Slight smokiness going on. Now, that is delicious. What about the peaty side of things?
Okay.
Okay, because peat you can't have naturally
No,
in
not
Taiwan.
here in Taiwan.
So what's the thinking with peat?
So at first, I don't think the Taiwanese market was drawn to the peated whiskeys. However, it was a beautiful accident because when we were purchasing a lot of our casks, we didn't purchase any peat casks.
Okay.
However, there was 1 or 2 accidentally
Yeah.
just got here.
Yeah.
And when we matured the whiskey, we tried them, we tried the samples, we thought, hey, this is really
You
good.
probably thought, hey, what the hell?
Yeah, but then it
And
was
then you
like,
checked
oh,
it, yeah,
it's not too bad.
yeah.
So yeah, we had like some small batches of PT casks.
Uh-huh.
So not PT malt, just the PT cask. People loved it. It's
Yeah.
actually one of our distillery distillery reserves.
Okay.
It's only available here because
Okay.
of the limited volume. But you know what? Today we are actually trying a peated X bourbon,
Peated X
which
bourbon.
is
okay.
only again available in this room.
Okay, okay.
I know, Max, you tried the Peated Oloroso sherry
I
cask
did,
just now,
yeah.
made by yourself.
Yeah. So one of the things, and I'll put this at the end of the podcast, is I just got taken to the DIY
Whiskey Lab, yes.
Whisky Lab, where you basically can do your own blend of Kavalan whiskies. which is quite an interesting way to do it. So hold it, so watch to the end of or listen to the end of the podcast. But one of the ones was the peaty one, and that was again from that kind of that idea of that accident. But that's the wonderful thing, accidents happen, and suddenly you can have something unique as a result.
Exactly.
Yeah. So okay, so
we tried the peated experiment now.
Yes, I tried a crazy experiment of putting Oloroso with peated whiskey in the blend. Wait to the end of the episode to see how that turned out. Yes.
Cheers.
Ganbei. Yeah, good. What is it again?
Ganbei.
Ganbei
Means dry your glass, which in terms of Chinese that translates to bottoms up.
Okay.
How do you dry a glass? By finishing it.
Okay.
So there's a huge Ganbei culture here, but we're not gonna go so hard today.
No.
Yes. So cheers. Oh, wow. This is way different than the other expressions.
Completely different.
Yeah.
It's you can still get the background of, almost like the core taste, if you like.
Yes.
Which is that rich velvetness that you're getting. But then on top of that, you've got that layer of peat.
Yes.
And it's a firm layer as well. So the peat has been created how? What's the process here?
Again, we still purchase the peat and malt from overseas. We mature it in our ex-bourbon cask here in Taiwan, and I agree. It still has the Kavalan characteristics, but it has a really slight twist, an interesting twist of peat. And what it reminds me of is like when you have barbecue, and maybe when you just cook some meat. And after that, you throw in some fruits, maybe slices of apples, slices of pineapples, etc.
Yeah,
it's what it tastes like.
Yeah,
it's smoky, but not too smoky, and then it balances with like the fruity taste.
Yeah.
So again, it's like creamy, a little bit of like the green apples and coconut from the ex-bourbon cask.
Yeah.
But the smoke just makes it like it's like ripe fruit, dry fruits. In Taiwan we have this thing called smoked plum. So it's basically like candied fruit. I think Hale maybe had it.
Not tried that yet. Not tried that yet.
Yenshing Ume. So that's it's delicious, and that's what it reminds me of.
Smoked plum.
Yes.
Right.
It sounds weird, but it's really good.
I need to try and find that.
Yes. Yeah, so when we do pairings in Taiwan, we actually like to eat when we drink, and we like to drink when we eat.
Yeah. Quite right. Yeah.
That's why we drink so much whiskey every year. Yeah. So we always find that perfect whiskey to go with our food. So for example, if we're in the mood for something spicy, if we're in the mood for something that's a dessert, or if we want to pair something with our seafood, we have a lot of those here. There's always a choice when you look at the Kavalan profile.
Yeah. Very nice. And that's, I mean, if you like a peaty whiskey, that brings it together, doesn't it? Okay, so what have we got left then?
We have the Amontillado cherry cask, and we have the virgin oak.
Let's go for the virgin oak.
Let's do it.
Let's try the virgin oak.
All right.
So, now the stills that you use here, quite wide, quite rounded.
Pastels,
they're not tall particularly.
No.
So that's kind of almost like one of the more the smaller distilleries tend to have the bigger, wider, rounder stills.
Because we want something a little strong aromatically, so that's why we reduce the reflux by having a shorter and a little bigger pot stills. It's the line arm is downwards, so it's very, very strong in terms of the new make spirit. And that's why you feel the strength when you drink Kavalan whiskey.
Drink it. Yeah. And then you've got the other bit that's unique is the filtering, because you've got to have two.
Yeah, the condensers.
The condenser, you've got the
really
two
hot
condensers.
In Taiwan. So we need two condensing process to keep it cool to condense into liquid. Yeah. So some similarities, some differences. We adapt.
But that's it. That's what uniqueness is, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yes. Now that's got a richness there as well. Strong vanilla.
Strong vanilla. I can smell the cinnamon.
Oh, wow. Very floral, isn't it?
Yes, very floral, a little woody, tiny touch of coffee beans.
I get that. Absolutely. God, the power of suggestion, isn't it? Somebody says coffee beans, you go.
Yeah. And King Carl Group that owns Kavalan also
got the
owns
coffee as well.
the coffee brand called Mr. Brown. So, we just have a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And speaking of coffee, if you ever visited our store, we actually, what we do is, after getting the whiskey out of the cask, we actually put the coffee beans in it to ferment for a short period of time. So the coffee that comes out of it, it's going to taste like whiskey, but there's no alcohol. So everyone that likes to enjoy whiskey and coffee together, they have the choice of doing two at the same time.
Bring it together, and they're kind of complementary as well, aren't they?
Exactly. Yeah,
very complementary. And there's some other whiskies that have played with that in the past as well.
For sure.
So
we do a little bit of everything, but everything we also bring together.
Yeah.
That's the idea of King Carl Group.
No, absolutely. Well, you kind of play to your strengths, don't you?
Yes.
So this is lovely.
Yeah. Yeah, it's also very gummy-like. So, for example, I personally really like gummy bears, and sometimes during my events, I would like to pair the whiskey with gummy bears. This one, it has to go with the green ones.
Okay.
The green apple flavors.
You're that specific on your gummy bears.
Yes.
Okay. Now, all of the whiskies have an intensity, and this is cask strength stuff.
Cask strength, yes.
So are there any lighter whiskies that?
Yes, we have 40% expressions. We have 43% expressions, also 46. So everything that you seek in a whiskey, we probably have that one expression for you.
You've got all the because it's quite a wide range.
For sure, yes.
Yeah.
But the beauty of the cask strength is if you like to, add a little bit of water or even ice, you can do it. It's personalized.
Extra value for money.
Exactly. Yeah.
Very nice. That's another right. Okay, so I think I always keep the sherry because sherry is my natural go-to.
Okay, nice.
I do, in moderation, try and go for the sherry. So
the Amontillado sherry cask.
Again, rich.
Yes.
Now it's going to be interesting to see whether or not it's got the kind of the same dark chocolate thing that was going on with this one. Was it this one that was
the Vino Barrique? Yes, that's the chocolate notes. Well, in terms of Amontillado, if I may, I think it's more towards like the nutty, almond, hazelnuts. What else is there? It's very creamy, vanilla-like. So I want to say that just by nosing it, it kind of reminds me of gelato. Yes.
Yeah. Ice cream. I think our camera person might be interested in the ice cream very shortly. That's going to be the reward for the camera person.
Yes. So you get to try whiskey gelato in a little bit. Yeah.
Really nice, isn't it?
Yes.
It's got that fruitiness.
For sure. So
I'm going to open that up a bit more.
This one is available in the market as well. So if you like to purchase this, it's out there.
So let me get this one right then. So this is the
Amontillado sherry cask.
Amontillado, yeah.
Yes. So yeah, honey, toffee.
This is the thing. Once you've done 5 whiskies and they're all cask strength,
it gets a little harder.
The tongue starts to kind of burn a little bit more, but that's really nice. It does remind me of something like the kind of the Abunas and Aberlours of the world, which has got all that. Yeah. But it's still got the kind of rich velvetyness that you'd expect from Kavalan. Wow, that's interesting. Really interesting.
So we got 5 whiskeys here. Each have its own personality.
Yep.
And it's great to be able to taste a little bit of each.
Absolutely, and I think what's nice about it when you see it on the shelves in the supermarkets is it is accessible. Because one of the things that we try and do, even though we've been trying some unique ones out here, is always make sure that things are accessible. And the price point for this isn't unusual.
No, it's not
in the marketplace at all. It's very accessible.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you've got the full range. Now, are there any other? You don't need to name any other brands or anything like that. But are there any other whiskies in Taiwan at all, or is Kavalan the only proper distillery, if you like.
We were the first single malt distillery, but there are other names.
There are other names gradually
yeah.
coming on.
Yes.
So-
And we embrace the competition. I
Yeah.
think it's healthy for the market. It's good for us.
Yeah.
'Cause, at the end of the day, you don't have to just pick one whiskey brand to go with, right? It's you can collect as many as you like. And
Yeah, yeah.
Again, we welcome.
And experience means that you grow the knowledge as well.
Yes.
And I mean, that's the thing with Scotland, is you obviously have got literally hundreds of distilleries.
Exactly.
But it's a small community. People move
Yeah.
around different distilleries, and that knowledge
Yes.
circulates. And as you build up an industry,
For sure.
it makes it more resilient.
Yeah,
to have.
we actually take pride in being a pioneer in Taiwan, but we also have this responsibility now to kind of lift the community and grow as a team overall.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a very exciting time to be in Taiwan.
I'm sure. No, and I suppose one thing is just to cover off is obviously
Sure.
whiskey goes up and down in popularity.
Yeah.
How are you finding that for your own markets in terms of Taiwan, but also worldwide? Are you finding there's a kind of an up and down roller coaster with whiskey at the moment?
Yeah, I think so too. Again, there's always competition. There are always newcomers, and even for us internally, because we have so many different whiskey profiles.
Yeah, yeah.
So far, we have more than 30 expressions. So we actually compete with ourselves again.
Yeah.
You know. So I think in order to stay relevant, or in order to stay popular, besides making really good whiskeys, we are really making an effort to go out there into our markets. We host events, we do tastings, we participate in different whiskey shows.
And you've got whiskey shop.
Yes.
Yeah, as well.
We have whiskey shops. There are more than 60 whiskey shops here in Taiwan.
Wow. Okay.
There's a Kavalan whiskey bar, and it's amazing, you know.
Yeah.
We have our bartenders. They act as our brand ambassadors as well. So when people come into our bar, when they enjoy whiskey, not just neat, but also in cocktails, we're pairing with food. You know, we're presenting more than a drink. We're actually presenting art.
Yeah.
That's what we like to think of.
Yeah.
So that's one of the ways we do it.
No, well, listen, I mean, we've been made to feel really, really welcome today at
Good.
Kavalan. It's been absolutely tremendous.
Nice.
And thank you so much for showing us around.
Oh, thank you.
Really appreciate it. And
course.
we'll go now into that DIY session, and I'll show you that. But thank you so much to you and the whole team who's
Thank you.
made us feel so welcome here. So it's
our
absolutely
pleasure.
superb. So please, everybody, if you've enjoyed that, we are a relatively new podcast, so do give us a like, do give us a subscribe. I can't even speak now after 5 whiskies. And do check out Kavalan. It's around the world. You can get it anywhere these days. Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's finish off with a toast.
Yes.
And here's to whiskey and to Kavalan whiskey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gambe.
Gambe.
Gambe. Gambe.
Explain where we are.
Yes, so we are at the Whisky Lab
Yep.
at Kavalan Distillery. So this is one of the special things we have for our guests. What happens is we present 4 Kavalan expressions, starting from experiment cask, Sauvignon Barrique, that went through the SDR process we saw earlier,
Yep.
and then the Oloroso Sherry cask, last but not least, the Peat cask.
Okay.
So what we can do is, here is something for reference.
Okay.
Sorry, but here we go. We get 4 tries, and each try will have a cylinder to add up according to your own ratio.
Okay.
So the 4 expressions, as you wish, they just have to add up to 6. in
Okay.
total. And what you can do is, for each try, you put it in the nosing glass. You nose it, you try it. If you like it, you can put a note next to it.
Okay.
You can have 4 different formulas, and then pick one for you to take home in a bottle. Kavalan
Wow. So
personalized
unique.
whiskey bottle.
That looks amazing. Okay,
Yes.
that's really cool.
You get to sign it. You get to, beat the master blender.
I need you to sign it as well. You've got to sign it too.
I'll sign it.
That's a cylinder, so I've got to make up 6.
Exactly. Yes.
So that's 2. Is that right?
That's 2. Yes.
That's 2. Okay, so we're
Size
going.
2.
That's 2. Okay.
You were going for 1.
I was going for 1. I can put it back.
Yeah.
Put it back.
You can still put it back now, but after
Okay,
you put
yep.
other things in, it's a little.
Okay, it's a little harder. Yeah. Okay, and this is
The
Vinho.
wine barrel. And we call it Vinho Barrique because our first batch was only wine cask from Portugal. So Vinho Barrique is wine barrel in Portuguese. But since the
That's
demand
very
is
nice.
super high, yes. We now use different casks from other parts of the world.
Then the Oloroso.
Also, yes.
See, I do like
You like
the Oloroso. Yeah. Okay, so that's going to get. Oh. So I'm going to take that one up too. So I'm going to put 2 of that.
Sure, yeah.
2 of that in. Okay. Okay, so that's 3 in total.
Perfect.
So I'm allowed 3 more.
Yes.
Oh. Yep. Okay, I'll go for this one. I'm going to try the little bit of the peaty just to see.
Please.
Oh, you can definitely smell it, can't you?
Right.
Definitely there. That is surprisingly strongly peaty, considering.
Really?
Well, you know, considering it's just the cask doing
Right.
it. You know,
It's a maturation.
it's just the maturation element. Yeah. Well, that is interesting because you always are wondering, right? Well, how much of an element is that from and that from? But that's actually definitely there.
Just the cask, yeah. There's
I'm gonna go one on the peatiness to take us to 6. There we go. Okay. So we now have got 4 blends, masterfully done. So I need to choose. And on the last one, I went mad and went with. I went with the peaty one, and I went with the Oloroso 50-50 on it. Let's see. Starting with the first one. They're all going to be nice, aren't they?
Yes.
That's very nice.
Good.
I'm going to give that a 4.5. Interesting, but it's a no. It's a no.
Maybe if it wasn't a cask strength, it would be.
Yeah, maybe it was a little bit lighter. Yeah. Okay, so I think I have to go with blend number 1,
Awesome.
and that was very good. I'm going to upgrade that now. Now that I know what they all taste like. 5.5 out of 6.
Out of 6.
Out of 6. Weirdly, out of 6 is what we're going. Brilliant. Thank you very much.
No, thank you. Now we are going to bottle it up.
Okay, let's have a look. Isn't that cool? So basically we ended up with more of the vanilla, the bourbon casks, then we got the wine casks, then we got the Oloroso, and then we got the peaty cask on the end there, and that's our blend. So in goes the peat, here goes the sherry. Oh my god, my hands are shaking. And then we have the wine. And lastly, the bourbon, ex-bourbon casks. When do you ever drink, this is the problem, is when do you ever drink the bottle? Okay, and then the seal. So, there. Okay, so okay. It's a really nice experience for people to do this.
Right?
Yeah, because it really puts you in kind of in touch. You get feeling of a bottle, but actually kind of doing your own blend as well. And I think that's so cool.
A stronger emotional.
Yeah, it's a small. Isn't that wonderful? There we go. Look at that. That's looking cool. Thank you very much.